Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and we're going to do a flip through on one of the latest journals that I have created for the Makers Market. But before we do that, a special shout out to everyone returning to the channel, and for those who are new, I appreciate y'all very much, and appreciate your comments and subscription as well. So thanks for watching. Well, I just about fell off this stool, so let me fix this before we have real issues. I'm going to try to keep this right where it is. Let me tell you a little bit about the journal itself. And darn it, I was going to count the pages before I got on here, but it will be in the description on the Makers Market. And if you want the link, all you have to do is just pop underneath, click on the title of this video, and you'll get to the description box, and you can check out, you can click on the link to the Makers Market and check out all of the items that I have listed, as well as all of the other 30 plus makers that we have joining us. Or if you're so inclined to want to join as well as a maker, you can do that too. So first of all, this is obviously kind of a sewing and fashion journal. So this one we created for a Sewing Notion Sunday. These are some of my favorites and I just added this little sewing clip on the top so it can be clipped on here or taken off easily. And we just have a little spool, some vintage, these are vintage. Yeah, I think they're all vintage reproductions. This one might not be, but the rest of them are. With some little buttons and some little danglies on it. But super, super cute little addition to that. It is not too bad. You know, this is a binder journal. And, but it's not so chunky that it's, you know, exploding. It's got a little alligator, but not much to it. So, there was a little... just a little, I don't know. It was like it had been scraped or something, or maybe a tag or a price tag or something was on it. So I wanted to cover that. So I just added this. This is some vintage. Actually, this, yeah, I think it's vintage. I was thinking maybe it was antique, but no, I don't think it is. Measuring tape, and then more of it right here on the spine. These are all vintage fabrics as well, and the back is just plain, but I tried to get all of the colors to kind of go with the cool sewing cover here. And then you open it up, and here, this is just some scrapbook paper from the I don't know what the name of it is, but maybe it's Create something. It's Cartabella. And then I added some bias tape. This is from a Sears catalog. Yeah, I think a Sears catalog. And remember when loungewear couldn't go out? Well, now, my friends, it's ready to rock and roll. So that is in there, and there's a whole thing of bias tape in here, as well as some vintage buttons and some snaps. And then this is just some measuring tape fabric, and then I used that measuring tape again in there. I loved that. I don't know what I'm going to do when it's gone. And then here, I'm going to try not to... This was from... What was this from? Some garment that I took apart, but it already had the hooks and eyes on it. So, and then I had dyed a bunch of it, and this is the last piece that I had. And there's a little dangle with some embroidery floss there. This is from, it's a 1950s magazine, I think, or 1940. Oh, it actually said there, 1946, I think. So this is I left three, I think I have I think I have 3 tabs in there. This is from, I'm trying to think what this was from, oh, I guess you would color these, and then there were dolls that they went to, and whoever owned the book before I did, they had marked which doll that they went to. So that's what those number 2s are there. Therefore, I've got a padded tag on this really cool, I've had this sewing pattern scrapbook paper for many, many, many years. This is vintage fabric. Actually, all the vintage, well, most, with the exception of a few pieces, all of these came from the strips that that Carol sent me. And so that was so helpful just to have them right there on that little hook. And I could grab them, match them to the journal, and then sew it up. It was wonderful. And she does, I believe, have those in the Maker's Market. This is some round elastic cord, just the tag on there with a bulldog clip. This is actual wrapping paper, sewing tissue. This was for a doll pattern, I believe, and I think it kind of looks like it's upside down, but that's okay. This is from an what was the name of it? It's the red sewing book, and I can't remember. So anyway, it's a vintage sewing book, and inside here we've got a tag. This one we did, this is either, let me feel, this I think is, well, it's either paper towel or toilet paper. I don't know. It's how we embossed, reverse embossed. We did that, I believe, on our 100-day challenge too. This dress is one of my favorites. Like, I would totally wear that. I think it's so cute. Let's see. This is a fabric flip tag. So that is there. And then this flips. Oh, no, this is just pinned on there. So I'm not going to take that off. Or paper clipped. This was from Celeste. And then this just folds out. Decisions. And these are the looks that you can get. This was from a newer book, but I loved it. This was, let's see, I feel like this was a gift to me. Pretty sure that it was. Oh, it may have been, one of Celeste's things may have come inside of this. Don't quote me on that. This is just a little watercolor tag that I did with a sewing dress form. This was just from that sewing kit. We have Sew and Stitch. It's not Sewing Susan, but it is Sew and Stitch. And you've got the whole thing of sewing pins in there. Let's see. This is from a Simplicity or McCall. Simplicity, I think. Yeah, Simplicity catalog counter book. This was from a fashion coloring book. That too. This we actually, I think we made these together. So this folds out. And then there are several vintage ads in here that I've made into tags. There's the dress form, a little, just, I think this tag is plain. And then another littler tag inside that I left. I didn't put much for embellishments on there, so it would lay a little bit flatter. The work basket cover. And another ruffle. This is from a sewing pattern tissue, or not sewing pattern tissue, from a sewing pattern page in the work basket. This is from the sewing, or the catalog book as well. And then this, they have photos in there of vintage, like replicas of vintage sewing patterns. So I popped that, I fussy cut around it and popped that on there. Again, that's from the catalog too. This is from, probably from this book. And then this is one of the little dress forms that we made with a little paper clip holding it on. We made those together not too long ago. And here is a 19, was this, I think 40s? Late 30s or early 40s pattern. And in here, we've got a little sewing tissue ruffle. We have I thought that looked like a spool of thread. These we made together. And there's another, all those little cute little fun tags. This is some fabric on here. Isn't it fabric? No, maybe not. No, that's paper. More from, gosh, now I'm trying to remember if this is, okay, this is from the Cartabella. This we made, these are some of my favorite things to, it's kind of my chroma collage, but using the paper dolls or images, making a paper doll out of images. This one was a sewing pattern, and her legs were all a mess, and she only had one arm, and so we transformed her. And this is made out of the tissue. It's kind of smushy and fun with a little safety pin on there. This is from, I'm trying to remember if this is from, I think this was from the same book that the lady with the crocheted or knit outfit was from. More from the Simplicity magazine. These we did together, a little chroma fun with some florals. And this is also from that kit. We got library pocket or card. This was from this was from a digital. Did I have the digitals that I used? This is from a back of an old floor. Oh, I need to finish that. I knew I was going to do something with that. Okay, that needs to get finished. See, this is why I like to go through these 2 or 3 times. This is from the catalog. This is make a necklace from paper clips, and here's what you're going to need. And this was like a fashion how to do DIY thing that was kind of interactive activities. Here's another one. Draw a tiara that suits the very elegant miss. And then draw a beautiful pattern for this dress. This was from a magazine. This we did. This is what it's probably on a Wallpaper Wednesday. This is that grass cloth. I love that. Another of Celeste's dress forms. This is from an antique Sears and Roebuck catalog. That's just pattern paper. More from this book. This was from, oh goodness, do I remember? A magazine. And in here is more of the drawing activities. Yes, this was from a magazine as well. And on the back is more journaling cards. A little pocket with several different cards inside. 3 of them to be exact. With some shoes and cute little things in here. I love this paper too. That's from, oh, it's probably from Cartabella too, but I don't know which one. I loved this image. And this was from, I think this was the late 1940s book. More vintage patterns. This is a photo that my mom took when they were in Italy. More tags that can also be journal cards. This must have been from this, yeah, Clothes for You. Suitably of dress. This was also from a magazine. I love this. Here's the second tab. More from the old magazine. More tissue. And this is that. This is from a newspaper in 1963. And then this was that same pattern paper that I've had for years and years. I don't know what brand it was. This is one of my digitals that I did, just kind of playing around. And then there's more tags inside of the pocket, 3 of them. I won't pull them all the way out so you can be surprised. These were from a 1950s pattern that was in really sad shape, so I just fussy cut them and put them onto the actual paper. This was the sleeve that or the flap of the pocket of a pattern that I reinforced. This is a digital. I really don't remember who. Yeah, so this is a digital. These are digitals. KB and Friends is what I want to say for these. But I could be wrong. I thought I had it. I usually write it down on a paper, but I don't have them with me. So I don't know if I threw it away or what. More of the work basket. Some more rust-proof silk pins, and some more pages from the book. This is from a really cool book on fashion, newer, but it just has some really cool images. Homemade, and that's some spools on the back. This is from the Simplicity catalog. It could be McCall's, because I do have McCall's too, but on my shelf I keep turning. This is some of my vintage fabric. All the rest of them, I think all the rest of them were from Carol. And, oh gosh, I'm going to knock that over. This is just a little collage on a piece of wallpaper, and it's just an over-the-top tuck. Another piece from, I think this was from a different book. It's from college students. Another book or piece from the fashion drawing book. This, I think, is a doll pattern. Yes, the fashion trousseau for an 11.5-inch doll. This is funny. Fake dry skin wrinkles quickly with Hormone X beauty serum. Fade dry skin wrinkles quickly with Hormone X beauty serum. I don't know. And then there's a Bouffant hair drying things. These are all from old newspapers. There's one of the sampler tags with the pins, and another tag as well. And then in the back, there is another thing of buttons, another pocket in the back, and then these are shoes, because, I mean, come on, the wedgie, fashion's newest footnote. So cute. I didn't find any clogs this time, but I had to include those. That was from a 70s Sears catalog. And there you have it. I have signed it. Here's what it looks like on the side. And it is all ready for someone to love it and to have a new home. So if you're interested, hop on over to the Maker's Market. And if you don't see it there, you can certainly reach out to me. I will make sure that I list it. I got to put this here so I fix that. Put it back on it. That I get this listed, and that it goes up either. I'll hope to get it up on the same day that this goes out. But it will be there, I promise, unless somebody has purchased it. So, friends, until then, remember to take time to just be, and we will see you soon. I appreciate ya. Cheers. I can't turn this off because I can't see. There we go. Wrong side.